Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Looks like he's going to bring it up. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Kansas offense will get the first crack at it here. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Got his man downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the big fella. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Some misdirection with the counter. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Brown wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So BYU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll ride the running back and leave him with him. And BYU will get the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Pulls it in. It's Phillips. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Valentine. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
He had all day to throw that. This offensive line knew coming into today, their challenge was going to be trying to block up the blitzes and give their quarterback time to survey the field. He had all day to throw that one. Fortunately, made a bad decision and throws a pick.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Choke Jayhawk. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's out past the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's going to run it. It's Valentine. Breaks into the open. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Now well within striking distances. third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. Looking for the tie with the extra point. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Power football with the run. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Using the quick game.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Brown will throw it. Fires left. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Bachmeier. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try to pop the draw. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to run for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Uncorks one. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Cougars! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Brown wants to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Got a man. It's Cook. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be knocked down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. He's got it. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. defense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Handoff to the lone back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Caught near the sticks, it's Bachmeier. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. BYU with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The deep thinking brings some heat on third and long from the 44. Now the play fake. Another incompletion on third down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. And he loses the football. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Returners don't give any shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Boom. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Cobb. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. makes the tackle. There he goes. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. And the Jayhawks have this offense rolling. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Cook.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
The Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going to run it. Spins away from the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for room, it's Cobb. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Now on the option. Now the toss. Plows through the defense. Touchdown, Kansas! Great job by the back on the option.
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned down Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Penn State.
Turning it on! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, BYU! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quickly to the tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. It's complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They go to the draw. Makes one man miss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chop!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks, right? These are the decisions you have to make as a coach. Do I want to go for it? Continue to maybe run some clock. I'd love to kick a field goal when it's at 1, right? At 1 on the clock and walk out with a dub. Big decision here because you might have to go play some defense and get a stop if you kick the field goal now.
Give to the big fullback. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Touchdown, BYU! They move on top here in the 4th.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Got the quick completion. Still on his feet at the 45. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And the Jayhawks want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man. It's Bachmeier. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They go right back to it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll keep it on the sneak. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese.